My crypto legends, welcome back to another stream. How is everyone doing today? What is going to happen? Are we going to see a massive crash? What is going to go on with Bitcoin? Now, on today's update, I did not like this price action that we had in between yesterday and today. This looks like a short-term kind of a double top. I was looking for that ABC correction all the way up here. I did long from this level, looking for that potential, higher level. Could it still happen? Yes, of course, but like I said, I don't like this price action. It's got a small double top right there. Looks like it wants to roll back down here to retest the 33K levels. Also, volume is just very, very low, okay, with this retracement. High volume right over there, low volume on the retracement. This is very, very likely to roll back down, just like what happened right over here. You got a perfect example that happened just a few weeks ago, right there, keeping it simple, keeping it with the trend, okay? I was really cautious with my community as well. If you are in any long positions here, you are fighting the trend, so you need to be very, very careful. Like I showed you right there, you basically, the trend is to the downside. You got high volume here, selling pressure. You have that retracement. Volume is very, very low on that retracement. Bulls are not showing any strength. You come back down. You don't need to check out much more indicators than that, right? The trend is your friend. We're going to the downside, guys. So shorting opportunities is always better. Now, there's something that's making me a little bit bullish in the immediate short term. We could still reach those levels. I closed my trade here on Bybit with a very small profit. We could go to higher levels, such as that 39.5 and 41.5K range. There's a $2,000 range right there. We have massive resistance, which we're going to go through in the live stream like we've been talking about the last few days. Bitcoin hasn't been doing much, so there's nothing new happening. The S&P 500, I'm still sticking to this kind of prediction. This because of the the massive volume that we do have here on this wick. A lot of volatility. I think a potential leg up. We're going to talk about the major levels where we could find shorting opportunities here on the S&P 500 if it does go up to that range. Okay, I'm still in my position here, but the good thing about this position is that I got my stop loss at break even. So just in case the market does turn around from here, because it's not guaranteed it's going to pump, but if the bulls don't show any signs of pumping the market now in the next coming days, then yeah, my position is protected. I did enter here around about the 315 points. So you know the deal. You got the best bonus down below on Prime XBT. Also, you get 7% added to your deposit. You helping the channel this way. Let's dive in here through the comment section straight away, guys. Let me know. Are we gonna have a bullish week or a bearish week? I'm gonna ask this question right now. Is this week going to be bearish? Is this week going to be bearish? Let's see what is the community going to say. I think there is a possibility, all depending on the S&P 500. If we are going to get that leg up, I think it might have some bullish effect on Bitcoin. But you know the deal, guys. We do not want to fight the trend here. So if we, zoom out, and the trend is strongly to the downside, we know that the levels that we do need to break, and I'm going to go through the comment section right now, guys, but just to keep it super simple, just to keep it extremely simple, guys, we can take a look. Let's take a look at BTC here on Bitstamp potentially. Yeah, right over there. Just to keep it simple, looking at the daily, to start becoming slightly bullish in the immediate, in the immediate short mid-term actually, we would have to break through that $41,000 range. Okay, and if you break above this major range, I think everybody knows this right now, but just to be pretty clear, that if we do have a successful breakout from that $41,000, just imagine we do have insane amount of volume here, big spike in volume. We are hitting that $46,000 area, okay, with very, very high volume, guys. This is going to be very, very likely a potential small trend reversal, okay? You might have some bullishness here for the next month or two before you actually, continue to the downside. I would only become quite bullish for longing like mid-long term, okay, for the next few weeks, only if we do get above that $41,000. I think if it does reach that $39.5, $40,000 in the next coming days, and we are at very, very low volume, we do see some wicks, some attempts to break above it, I think it might be a shorting opportunity. But all depending on what kind of reaction we do have at those levels, right? Okay, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm shorting right there, because if we start seeing very high volume, very high interest, okay, then yeah, I think it might be, maybe a potential big breakout here of this resistance. Then, but we'll have to see what kind of patterns, what kind of confluence we're going to have, on those bearish retracements. But we'll get there once that happens, if it does, right? Let's take a look here at the comment section. Mike, how are you doing? Hello from Bali. Wow, Bali's absolutely great. Hope you're having a fantastic time over there. Hello, Crypto Legends. Smash that like button, says Mark Dutch, one of my strongest moderators here. Joseph, thank you very much for joining. Good morning, Kevin. How is everyone doing? Hey, Andy, how are you? Pratik, I'm doing very, very well. Steve, hello. BTC going up, says Shafat. Yeah, I mean, it is having a little bit of pumpy action, right? It still could have, the reason why I closed my long position, guys, I explained it in today's video, is I don't feel too confident with this kind of price action, okay? When you have you got this retracement, you come back down, okay? This is where I actually longed once I saw this price action, okay, above this consolidation. I thought, right, this might be a good long opportunity to look for that ABC projection, okay? Hitting that 39.5 or even higher levels. Yeah, obviously, if you see this reaction, this is why you can flip from bullish to bearish and in a matter of hours, a couple of days. So this is why once I saw that rejection, I wasn't feeling confident here for this long position, obviously. So could it still happen? Yeah, and this was just a quick bump. Yes, of course, we could still have that pump action to that 39.5 and slightly higher levels in the coming hours and couple of days. But just because of this, guys, that's it. That is enough for me to see that the bulls are not, they are not showing any kind of strength to continue this uptrend, right? This small uptrend from the retracement of this bigger downtrend, right? So yeah, it is pumping slightly in the immediate short term, but yeah, I might be looking for short positions. Let's see how we react right here, because we do have slightly higher volume right there from this spike to the downside. We're just retracing right now, so it would make sense that we are going to get that rejection from this level and potentially continue down, okay? Maybe some shorting, scalping opportunities right there. I might be shorting this live, actually. All depends also on the S&P 500, because I am feeling bullish on the S&P 500. This is why I check a lot S&P 500 and Bitcoin. And if the S&P 500 I am feeling bullish, but I'm Bitcoin, I'm looking for shorting Bitcoin. But if the S&P, S&P is stronger than Bitcoin. So if the S&P starts pumping like crazy, in between today and the next couple of days, it will have some side effect on Bitcoin being bullish. So this is why, even though Bitcoin is bearish, S&P is bullish for me, I wouldn't short Bitcoin if I see bullish momentum for the next coming days on the S&P. So yeah, that's why. This is the thing. You need to. It's a little bit difficult. What's up, Dava? How are you doing, Dava? Bend over. Seb, how are you doing, my man? Good afternoon, Crypto Legends, mods, and family. When Lambo? Maybe not this year. No Lamborghinis this year, my friends. So let's just all be patient. And well, let's all, first of all, it's really hard to get a lot of people to smash up that like button. And I'll really appreciate it if you do, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button. We can get to 200 likes in the next few minutes. I'm absolutely certain we can hit 200 likes in the next few minutes. 250 watching right now, guys. So yeah, show some love here. Let's take a look here at the poll that I've just written, okay? Is this week going to be bearish? We have 58% of people saying yes, 42% people saying no. So there's a little bit of mixed sentiment still here, which is good. Hi Andy, how are you doing? Says Marta. I'm doing very, very well. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're doing well also. I hope everybody watching this live stream is doing absolutely fantastic. Mono, hi. El Habib, hello. How are you doing? Great guys. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing good. Hey Andy, what's to come first, 30K or 33K? Very good question. Very good question. If you ask me, you know, a few days ago, I would have said that 40K is very, very possible to come first before 30K, just because of this, you know, potential A, B, and C correction right here, where you are going to get a lot of, you know, a lot of reaction and then potentially roll down. You know, that 3940K level is also the 618 year Fibonacci retracement, you know, the golden pocket. And that is a very, very, very good level. And look where it is exactly. It's exactly at that massive wick that we did have on the 10th of January with high volume. So some reaction is going to come to that level. If we do reach it, I was expecting that this pump over here was going to end up to hit those levels. But we kind of did a kind of small double top here on this retracement. So this is why I closed my position, because this could easily roll down in the next coming hours and a few days. So yeah, I'm a little bit on standby right now. I'm on standby. If we were to have that leg up in the next coming days, and if we do see some kind of wicks and reaction at that 39.5 40K level, it might be good for shorting opportunity, guys. You know, I'm still looking at this downtrend. We haven't properly retested, okay? We haven't properly retested this low. And what usually happens, you know, like I explained in today's video, if you are going up or down, you usually want to come, you know, and retest the highs before you actually turn around, right? So you pump, you know, come back down, you want to retest these highs. There is a moment that you won't. Will it be this moment? This highs, you retest it. And in this case, you know, this high you didn't retest it. This was at the very end of the trend. Is this the case? Is this the case? You usually like to retest the lows. I'll just give you another explanation right there. If this is the case that you know, these lows aren't going to be retested, was this the ultimate bottom, the 33K levels? I think a potential retest, you know, this is like what you had right over here. You retest the lows, you come back down at some point to retest those lows, and then, you know, if there's no more selling pressure, if you've retested it a few times, bears are not showing any signs of breaking that support level, then you will turn around. So this is why I think that $33,000 range will be retested again, okay? Because you usually come down and retest the lows at least once, you know, at least twice in this case, right? At least, well, if you come down at least once before you actually turn bullish, just see if it's going to create a double bottom or an attempt on the bears to break that level. So 40K or 33K, if you would have asked, like I said 2 days ago, I would have said 40K first, because it's that golden pocket range from this high to the low. You got insanely strong resistance right there. So my thought a few days ago would have been, that's going to come first. The 40K levels are coming first, and then 33K levels waiting for that ABC. But now looking at this top over here, this kind of double top, I'm going to say that we are going to come down to 33K first before 40K. And then, you know, if we come down here and break down, you know, 40K might not come for many months, okay, maybe weeks, who knows. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to say 33K first from these levels. Yeah. Hello, how are you doing, everyone? No volume at all. It's scary how fast we can go down at the moment. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this could turn around. I mean, this looks like a short scalp opportunity. I might scalp this. I mean, I haven't done analysis for trading today, basically, but it would. I mean, volume is very, very low. Volume is very low. potential short opportunity would be quite okay actually here. Aiming at least to these lows, which is at 35.5. Maybe a tight stop loss here. If we do pump a little bit more, it might be good for a potential short. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough steam here to... It's going to just start creating a lower high right there potentially and roll down here with this pump action. Yeah, this is actually a shorting opportunity. I mean, and the reason why I'm not shorting this, okay? The reason why is because of this bad boy, S&P 500. You know, it's just looking bullish, like I explained a few days ago. I've got that one still open on break even. Not thinking. I don't want to take profits just yet because I think we can have another leg up. We can have another leg up here easily. And, you know, for any of those people that ask, you know, why are you bullish on the S&P 500 if there's so much uncertainty, you know, the Fed with the hikes and rest of it. Yeah, these are not coming. This is not coming anytime soon. You know, maybe in March he's going to say we're going to prolong the hikes, you know, maybe till June or till October. Remember, we got a midterm election on the US. I think they're just going to try and pump the market and, you know, they can prolong a crisis, but they can't avoid it. So if they want to put 6 months more of, you know, interest rates near to zero and inflation, they can do that, but it's just going to be worse in the mid-long term, right? So I think there's obviously definitely going to be a financial crisis that let it be in late 2022, 2023, 2024, it doesn't matter. It will come at some point. So yeah, I think, you know, they can avoid this for a few more months. They've got the tools. They have the tools to do it. They have been doing it for the last, you know, couple of years now, since C19. Right, I managed to get into a short position at the very top of that double top. I managed to get into, absolutely great, Anesu Madondo says he got into a short position right over there. Absolutely great. I hope you got your targets here for this short position. But yeah, I think, you know, easy target where you are going to get some kind of reaction would be that 35.5. So if you do, this is the thing, I didn't short this just yet, but it would have been a good short opportunity because you can see those wicks. You can see that reaction right there. Where did we get those wicks? At that 38.3k levels, we have, what did I move now? Fib. At those levels, guys, remember we have been talking about this in my latest videos, right? About that 38.3k level right there. Why 38.3? You know, this kind of pink horizontal line that I got here at the very end of this candle is because of volume, guys. I'm very interested in volume spikes. Volume spikes mean something. They mean something, okay? Why did you get this volume spike at the very top of this retracement? Because you got the bears pushing the price down. Where are they pushing the price down? Exactly at that 38.3, right over here at the end of this 1 hourly candle with a big massive spike in volume. And also, if you got the start of a candle on the 1 hourly, I mean, the 1 hourly is good for day trading or small swing trades, right? That they may be going to ask, they may be going to be 2 or 3 days of trading, or even 4. This is the trading that I like to do right now. It's in between day trade and swing trade. It might be done in a day. It might be done in 3-4 days. That's the trading that I am focusing more. Not scalping. Scalping is, you know, it's crazy with the volatility. I much prefer my style being day trade to like 3-4 day trading. So, this is the thing. If you got this 1 hourly candle right there and this one right there, look at the end of this candle and the start of this candle, both got spikes, you know, in the middle. That is definitely a level that you want to pay attention to. And this is currently where we are getting rejected every single time, you know, just with volume and candles. It's absolutely insane. Sometimes this is just much better than any other indicator, right? You know, I'm focused, you know, mostly on volume. Obviously, you need to know, you need to have good exchanges where there is big volume. Okay, buy Bitcoin base. If you take a look at any other exchange, Gemini, you're gonna have some very strange volume right there. Not even look at the candlesticks. The candlesticks are really, really dodgy. So yeah, definitely top exchanges here to take a look at the volume and price action for sure. Let me go through the comment section. No, it's straight. I think people understand. Not too many altcoins here in the comment section. People understand. S&P slightly up. Yeah, I'm bullish on the S&P. I think we could have, like I said, taking a look at fib levels. This volume right over there. Like I've explained to you on my latest videos on the S&P. I like to focus on S&P 500. I did used to trade it quite a lot back in 2017, but this massive volume right over there with this spike is just enough for me to to feel bullish in the immediate short term. Okay, I think that is going to have some kind of bullish reaction, and it's not going to be in 1 day or 2 days. I think a lot of people were criticizing me in the comment section when we started to see these falls in the last few days. And I did say, this is not going to have a reaction very, very quick. We might see volatilities and even retesting the lows here. But the probability of this after a consolidation going up and, coming to higher levels, and we can take a look at support and resistance. The probabilities are much higher than this to be a bear flag and a continuation, only because of this volume. If we didn't have this spike in volume, I would say, this is a bear flag. We're going to continue down very, very likely. But no, just because of this massive spike in volume, that got me bullish. So what levels am I looking for to take profits? I think we can easily, on the S&P 500 this week, okay, before the end of Friday, even though I get stop out at break even, it's a projected move. I think we're not going to come down to retest these lows because we have retested them many times. And on the S&P 500, what levels are good? Taking a look at the fib levels from this consolidation. So you have the first drop back up again. The last a lower high right there, massive drop. I think after a consolidation, it's just very, very likely to come up to, and you are hitting that 618 Fibonacci retracement from this last lower high right there. I'm not going to go with the bump and run thing, but I was looking at this, okay? I was looking at this as a potential bump and run, and we might be retesting resistance. Now, this doesn't mean that we are going to break it, but I also see, this low over here on the S&P 500, this lower high right there, and it looks like that potentially we are going to, after this consolidation, you got the bump phase right there, and then, potentially you're going to come here to retest the resistance here from this, from these lower highs. And I think, if it is, in between tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday, it doesn't matter. We are going to hit this major resistance. It might be today, but we are going to hit a really, really strong level. And any long position from here, I'm out of the market right there. I'm leaving. I'm not going to hope that we are going to reach highs, because this drop has been really aggressive. There's a lot of uncertainty. I'm out of the market. That is my target right there. Could we break it? Yes, of course. I might take 50% of profits, but at least I'm going to take a big bunch of profits right there if we do reach those levels. And supposedly we should be reaching them in a few days. This is if we do not roll back down from here, of course. Anything could happen. But looking at the probabilities, it does look like that we are going to get that little bit of strength, a little bit of that impulse thanks to this massive big volume here with this massive wick. Okay, so like I said, I'm still slightly bullish in the immediate short term on the S&P 500. S&P 500 is leading all markets. You got that right, Livermore. I think, this is why I do analysis on the S&P 500. I like to do, Bitcoin and crypto. Staying on the sidelines for the moment. Be careful, guys, with altcoins right now. We've got Bitcoin dominance pumping. be very, very careful. Very, very careful. I mean, if you're here for the long term, I got a bunch of altcoins that I'm not selling. I don't care if they go up, 500%. I don't care if they go down 80, 90%. It doesn't matter. I've got a long-term hodl bag that I do not want to take a look at for the next few years. I don't care if it goes up or down or in circles. It doesn't matter. So yeah, let me go here through the comment section because I got a super chat right away. One second, guys. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Let me just go here through this super chat. Bitoy work got in Atom at 32 and getting liquidated at 24.2. What suggestion? Let me take a look at. Stay cautious also on shorting. A lot of people trying to short. You might get a short squeeze, guys, happening. All right, so stay super cautious on these altcoins. You could get. So you're in got in Atom at 32. Okay, liquidation at 24.2. You almost got liquidated right there. You got into a long position, right? Very, very risky. Very, very risky if you got into a long position. I mean, very risky. I think you must have got into a long position here. Maybe because of fib levels, 29, 50, or maybe because of this top over there. Very, very hard. I would have longed this right there because of this, because of this action right here. And you've also got a small double top right there inside it. Very, very risky to long at $32. Liquidation at $24. Very, very risky. You might just get saved here. You might just get saved. Because it looks like technically here you are still going to create a higher low here on Atom. It is possible, eh? It is possible. Are you going to create a huge, massive ascending triangle here on Atom? Remember, guys, it doesn't mean that we need to drop from these levels. Could we? Yes, of course we can. If you start losing this higher low right there, it could get very, very messy for Atom. You could be on your way to almost retest the summer lows. Or at least you would come down to the $16, which is this next major level. You have been bouncing here like crazy. Overall, I think Atom chart looks not too bad. Not too bad if you do hold this level right there, because you are going to create a higher low. And if you come in the next coming weeks to retest again the highs, this is going to be looking like a massive, big, gigantic ascending triangle where you do have, your long-term buying pressure there with higher lows. If you get a nice bounce from this level and start breaking this high over here and getting above, it's going to be looking very, very bullish. I would be bullish if we do, after get bouncing here, get above this level where we do have a lot of resistance reaction, consolidation. If we get above that level, it's very, very likely here to see a nice momentum here to retest the highs. So you could just about be safe at that. Very, very close at 24.2. Very, very close. Loving the channel. Real content. Says silent. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where's that news up trade? Where's that news up trade? I closed my long position here on Bybit, and it's pumping right now. Bitcoin is pumping a little bit. Yeah, it's pumping. It's pumping. What can we see here? Could we attempt to hit that 39.5 40k levels? Of course we can. Of course we can. I'm looking, I'm slightly bearish just because of this reaction that we had there. But stay cautious. S&P is looking pretty strong. S&P is looking pretty strong. This is why I'm not shorting Bitcoin right now. I closed my long only because of this reaction. But if we take a look at projected move, if we take a look at this low to this high to this low, we could have a projected wave move. And I think we mentioned this on one of my my other videos or live streams. If we take the fib extension, it can tell you the extension, the possible extension here of a wave. I mean, and this one's taking you, or the 1-to-1's taking you to the 41.3. I'm not sure if we're going to reach those levels actually, but the 786, also very common, is just at $40,000. So you could see, you know, the wave getting exhausted at that range. So far, Bitcoin is pumping. I guess it's having that effect of the S&P 500. Let's see what happens. But yeah, volume is extremely low. You know, just right over here. Let's see if we, you know, this might be a good shorting opportunity with a small. This has a potential small stop loss right now. Just hitting the fib levels, we could actually do a market short opportunity right there, shorting here. Let's do a live short position. I would feel confident here in shorting, putting in the stop loss at 38.4, tight stop loss, and we'll talk about the potential targets right over here, guys. Remember, you got the best bonus. I've got a bunch of USDT. Obviously, you know, if you are bearish in the market, it's always good with USDT if you are looking for shorting opportunities. Short position here, 10x leverage. Right, I'm going to enter in market straight away, and I'm going to put my stop loss at 5%, 10, 38.5, 38.5, just behind this wick over here. And you know, the thing is, 38.4, I'm going to go. Thing is, S&P is bullish, you know. This is going a little bit against my rules. You know, if S&P is bullish and Bitcoin is bearish, I wouldn't short it because it could have that effect on Bitcoin, right? It could have that effect on Bitcoin. Right, there we go. Short right there. Let's see S&P. I mean, if S&P starts pumping like crazy today, it could have a very bullish reaction on Bitcoin. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. This is looking for a short. I would get some profits right over here at the very end, because this also looks like a kind of small ABC correction. If we zoom in out here on Bitcoin, you know, it is true that we are creating top there, right? We are coming down. Volume is slightly higher right there than this retracement. This could be still part of this roll back down. If we start getting, you know, this is why I got stop loss right there. If you start getting above this this lower high right there, then you could see Bitcoin get a big reaction, hitting 39.5, 40k. So this is why tight stop loss. If it stopped out, it doesn't matter. Let's see what happens, guys, here live. Small short position. Is this a pot W on the daily or bear flag? What are you talking about? Bitcoin or S&P? You need to let me know which one you're talking about, Marda. Right. YouTube bots won't not smash the like. They can't hear you. Yeah, exactly, guys. You need to smash up that like button. Let's try and get to 250 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. We've got 324 people watching right now. Make sure to smash up that like button. Right. Let's scroll down here. Stay stable and accumulate. We got someone here in the comment section. Yes, of course, you need to stay calm, accumulate for the next few years, because it is very likely that in the future Bitcoin will be hitting that 100k, right? And even much more than that. It's just going to take maybe a few more years. So yeah, BTC pumping. You got that right, my friend. But overall trend, you know, I really do not like this price action right over there. I do not like this price action right there. It seems like this was the attempt to go to higher levels. Could we have another bullish attempt? Yes, of course we can. But, you know, this attempt already is enough for me to see, you know, to find for a little potential small scalp position. I will be stopped out or taking profits in the next coming hours potentially. You know, we either roll back down, retest the lows and maybe break it and come to the next major support, or it either, you know, it gets above this high. And if we do, you know, the reason why you could put a stop loss right there, because if it does come all the way up here, you are retesting the third time, and then it's very, very likely that it's going to have some bullish FOMO reaction, right? This is why you stopped out, you get out because of not, yeah, basically you're going to be in the red. You do not know how Bitcoin's going to react to that 39.5 40k levels. You could see a little bit of, you know, bullish FOMO moment. It all depends on what happens at those levels. But yeah, this kind of action is looking slightly bearish in my personal opinion. I was bullish 2 days ago short term because I thought that next attempt, which was this one, was going to break the highs and we were going to hit that next level, which was the 39.5 like I showed you. It's important fib levels, 618. It is also this massive wick with volume. Definitely some kind of reaction we are going to get at that level. So, but we did, you know, this is what happened. It was the weekend as well. So this is the thing, you know, you might get Bitcoin getting that bullish reaction today and tomorrow if S&P starts pumping like crazy. So yeah, this is why, you know, not too convinced on this short, but, you know, with a small stop loss after pumping like this, you know, if you got this distance of a stop loss, you know, it's fine. You know, the distance is nothing compared to what the kind of gains you can get on this potential move to the downside. Right, let's go here. Welcome, Andy, to the Bear family. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You're going to see me switch bullish and bearish every single day. I mean, every single day I could be bullish and bearish. We've got Ethereum pumping like crazy. I got my phone here saying, you know, Ethereum's pumping like crazy. Bitcoin pumping right now. Some volume is coming in right now. So, yeah. You got some volume here coming in. Andy, thank you for the precious analysis. Matteo Carletti, you're very welcome, my man. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it and you like it. Yeah, basically it's price action, volume. I'm glad you like it. Sir, what is your view on China New Year? It will affect the market. Well, I think it was at the Ox year, last year or in 2020. I'm not sure when it was. But yeah, China New Year to affect the market. Potentially, yes. Let's hit that like button. Andy, give you very nice trading info. Thank you very much, my man. Yes. I'm switching bullish and bearish each hour. Yeah, you got that right. I mean, if you are trading, if you're day trading, maybe if you're swing trading, it can be bullish for a long term, bearish for a long term. But if you're day trading, yeah, this is, yeah, you could switching bullish and bearish every single hour, my man. What are your favorite huddles? My favorite huddles. Well, if you are here, if you've been here for a long time, following me, you know that Chainlink is 30. It might be about 28 right now. 28 or so % of my portfolio. I'm a very, very strong Chainlink believer for the future. This is why short-term price fluctuation doesn't really matter. Right, let's take a look. Long in alts in a bear trend is my speciality. Sir, what is your view? Right, 41 likes away from 250, says Bend Over. That is Seb. Guys, absolutely smash up that like button, okay? Make sure to crush that like button. We are just about here on the S&P 500 going to get above a major resistance right now, which is the 4,450 points. If we do manage to get above that level, it is going to be looking very good for the S&P 500. We might have a nice leg up to our next major level, which is the 4,540 points. Of course, this is not going to take hours. This is a big move for the S&P 500. This might be, during the week. This is my movement that I'm expecting on the S&P 500. Okay, a 2% move, at least to that 4,540 points approximately. And, let's see what happens there. What kind of reaction we're going to have at these levels. But yeah, that's what I got, guys. Remember, down below, you got the best bonus available on Prime XBT. It is 7% added to your deposit. So make sure to take advantage of this bonus. Only for experienced traders, guys. Trading extremely risky, okay? What I love about this platform, that you're using Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT or USDC as collateral, and you can trade a bunch of different assets, okay? You got Forex, you got gold, you got oil, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, you name it. They've got a huge amount of different assets. I think today is just an echo from the weekend. Yeah, potentially. Chainlink price heavily suppressed. The team owns most of the supply and sells 1.5 million link every week. Yes, that is very true. This is one of the things that I do not like. There's some more things about the tokenomics that don't convince me, but I guess they will be solving. And the thing that the team owns a good percentage of the supply is something that just not. But it's just the partnerships and what they are doing. Spell is bumping. Spell is pumping. Let's take a look at Spell. Spell token, it's having a slightly pump. Let's take a look at Spell. Why not? Shall we take a look at some altcoins? Let's take a look at some altcoins, guys. Why not? Yeah, well, this is pumping, but yeah, it's pumping. It's having a small bounce, you could say, right? This altcoin, Spell token, I guess. Views on Bitfinex exchange. Yeah, totally legit exchange. Views on Bitfinex exchange. It's a fine exchange. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance, guys. We did get a massive bounce on Bitcoin dominance. I was, I'm bearish in the Bitcoin dominance, mid long term. I was expecting a bounce, but maybe not a bounce that strong. A lot of people might think, because if you are entering a bear market, if we are going to have, we are in a bear market, obviously. If we are having this bear market for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, entering into all the way to 2024, which I do not think is the case. Usually you would have the Bitcoin dominance going to much higher levels. The reason why is because people, sell most of their altcoins to get back into Bitcoin because it's the safer, cryptocurrency. And this is why you do have a jump on the Bitcoin dominance if you are having a massive big bearish trend. But I don't think, obviously this is not going to last forever. It's just going to be, a few months. How many? 4, 8, 20. It doesn't matter. But you are going to get that interest back into altcoins, that speculation. And I think the Bitcoin dominance will roll back down. Still thinking that is very likely. Immediate short term, yeah, of course we could go to 44%, 45, and yeah, see altcoins go down for much lower levels. Let me go through the comment section. Rune, please. Thanks, man, says Max Morgan. You're very welcome, my man. Thank you for joining the stream. Watch long time view on BTTC, on BTC, I guess. What's your long time view? Long time view, what time frame, how many weeks, months, long view? I think, Bitcoin, The thing is, there are so many bearish people right now in crypto that I have the same kind of feeling that I did have back in July, And it's strange. It's strange because you cannot, this is when you're, if you're emotionally attached to these assets, but I was bullish right there. And there was a huge amount of people bearish. People were already calling for 20K and 10K. A lot of them saying that this has been the peak right there. And we are going to roll back down, okay? All these bears did not expect this run up, okay? They had this massive peak. And of course, now they've got the double top, right? But that is the thing. So many people are expecting that 30K touch, okay, and there are so many people willing to buy BTC at these levels already, and we can see, Glassnode data, the amount of wallets being created every single day. We've got Ethereum being extremely bullish, Ethereum 2.0, but yeah, basically the non-zero addresses is growing so fast. It's absolutely crazy. It's hitting all-time high almost every single day. Every couple of days, you will always see on Glassnode, more Bitcoin wallets being created, holding 0.001, 001, 0.1, and just growing and growing and growing. And in 2017, it's just a shame here that I can't see non-zero addresses somewhere here on Twitter. It is growing exponentially, guys. And if you take a look at the peak in 2017, right over here, Bitcoin number of non-zero addresses, this was on the 30th of January, and you can see it every single day. Their data is showing you that the wallets being created. Now, this is going to be bullish in the mid-long term. Obviously, the whales have the control of the price in the immediate short term. If they want to dump the price to 25K or 20K, they will. But this is definitely a mid-long term bullish. It's going to be great for the price because it's being wallets are being created every single day, holding at least a few dollars in Bitcoin. It doesn't matter. But back in 2017, when we had the peak, this drop over here, it went from 30 million wallets approximately all the way down to 20 million. So 10 million wallets were emptied, from having whatever amount of Bitcoin. They were emptied in a matter of weeks. And that is the retail reaction to, panic selling, right? Panic selling when the price is going down. So Bitcoin went from $20,000 all the way down to that $6,000 range in a matter of a few weeks, and you had all of them selling at that massive sell-off. We are not seeing any type of selling major cascade event. We did have a little bit back in May when we had the sell-off. But yeah, it's just growing exponentially right now, even though we are dropping, since November. So this is going to have some kind of bullish effect. When? I do not know. It might be in 2 months. It might be in 6 months. It might be in 20 months. But it will have, of course, that bullish effect. Right? So show us an update on your trade. My trade was the short one. I've got the short position right here. I told you the long trade that I did make a few days ago was closed this morning just because of this, guys. Just because of this. Just because of where we got it, the Bitcoin. Like I said, because of this double top, this is already not, I don't like this price action that we did have. This was the reason why. The trade that I longed a few days ago, right there, I closed right over here in a very, very small profit. Only because of this, right there. Double top, inside of this downtrend. I was looking for that ABC correction, closing, if we are pumping right here, small short position with a stop loss there it's worth it because it looks like that we could potentially roll down at least to hit that 35, 35.5, I would say 35.6 approximately. Maybe it is possible in the next coming hours. It does look like that it could, roll down. My other trade is here on Prime XBT. It's on the S&P 500. I've been holding this now for quite a few days. I had it open during the weekend. Like I said, I've only got these two trades right now. The short-term scalp here on Bybit that I've just done right here on the live stream. And the Prime XBT one on S&P 500. No more trading. And the reason why I am longing the S&P 500, like I explained, is because of this massive wick. Okay, that is the update. Only two trades, S&P and Bitcoin. I am looking for that 4,540 points. We should be seeing, definitely a reaction at that level on the S&P 500. And reason why I am longing these lows over here. One of the main reason, okay, and this would be 50% of the reason why, is because of the big spike in volume that we had with this massive wick. Also, you do have that big support, okay, with the VPVR. You have several bounces here on the chart as resistance and support. VPVR, you got insane amount of volume at those levels, okay, as you can see here on the chart. Big volume right there. And the good thing about this, we are above the biggest point of control, which is the 4,340 points approximately. We held that range very nicely. Bitcoin winter, Bitcoin saw its shadow. Getting ready to short Ethereum with a very tight stop loss. And so that is the way to trade. Tight stop losses only when you see that reaction, okay? It does make sense to, because if depending on where you're shorting or you're longing, if you put a tight stop loss, you're going to get stopped out every single time, right? Because of the volatility. But if you patiently wait, sometimes you can see the moment where the price already gets exhausted after retesting a major resistance and support, and take advantage of that opportunity. Andy pushing P on the S&P. Yeah. S&P. Right. I meant BitTorrent. Okay, let's take a look at BitTorrent. But you said BTTC. Hironmoy. Let's take a look at BitTorrent. Why not? I think BitTorrent is getting absolutely crushed, right? No, mate. This is on the daily on BitTorrent. It's just in a massive downtrend. There you have the market cycle. Market cycle right over there. It's getting supported right now, but you know the deal. This reminds me of the 2018 Bitcoin chart, right? Where it's just having that, lower high, retesting support. You might get a couple of bounces here in the next coming few months, and then finally, breaking here support a little bit till you actually find a floor and then starts pumping, okay? It reminds me very much. Short-term analysis on this. I think we don't need to see any short-term analysis. You could get that reaction at this level and get a bounce. That is my take on this. You could get a small reaction here to the upside in the coming weeks because of these lows, but eventually still continuing that trend here, sideways downtrend for the next few weeks and months, in my personal opinion. Just to keep it simple, okay? Just to keep it simple. No interest whatsoever now on altcoins. If S&P 500 goes up, will BTC follow? Right, not Seb Bendover. Thank you very much for the insane support. BitTorrent is a scam. I don't know. I haven't done much research on the actual tokenomics and project. But I'll take a look at Rune straight away now. Hera. If S&P 500 goes up, will BTC follow? The answer is very likely it will. The same as if the S&P 500 has a massive drop, Bitcoin will. Now, they do have a correlation of, I would say, 70-80%. So most of the times they are very, very correlated. But maybe in short-term moves, they might do something different. But yes, the answer would be yes. With higher probability, if S&P pumps, then it will give a little bit, of correlation on Bitcoin and some good altcoins. They could pump, absolutely. The answer is, 100% yes. But there are some times that they are not directly correlated. Immediate short term in the next couple of hours, S&P 500 could be a little bit bullish in the next coming hours, and Bitcoin could go a little bit bearish. But it will have that side effect, in my opinion, if S&P 500 does have a very, very strong leg up. And then maybe tomorrow, in between today and tomorrow, Bitcoin might have that little side effect. Right, can you check Solana? Basic attention token. BTT is not a scam, the owner is. Good evening, brother. What do you think about Luna in short term? Right, I got Rune, I got Luna. Let's take a look at Rune straight away. Let's take a look at Rune, see what's happening for Rune. We had a descending wedge here on Rune. It did not play out. On the bullish side, it broke support, which is very bearish. So yeah, Rune is retesting the summer lows right now. I think, let me just take a look at Rune. I mean, let me just say, usually when you have, these kind of markets, crypto cycles, and you come and retest the lows, you find a very, very strong base level. In the case of Rune and a lot of altcoins, such as BitTorrent, they are retesting that summer low. They are retesting that base. What usually happens is that you do have a relief rally. You do have a relief rally at a very, very strong support level. It takes multiple attempts and multiple months to break a big support, macro support level. This is going back from, February, January of 2021. So, this is going to be a multiple year support basically right now. So it's going to take maybe a long time. But if you go back, to 2018, this is how Bitcoin cycle worked, right? Where you did, we were creating massive lower highs every single time and bouncing at the exact same support, which was at the $6,000 range. So my take here on in the case of this altcoin is, maybe retesting slightly lower, but not successfully breaking it for a lot of them. I think a potential small bullish reaction inside of this bear market is very, very likely, right? I'll take a look at these altcoins. Shiba Inu explained, please. Shiba Inu explained, please, bro. What do you want me to explain of Shiba Inu? Everything is down. You got it, Mirth. Shiba Inu. What to explain? It originally was a meme coin, but there's actually a big team behind it right now. Shiba Inu is getting absolutely crushed. We have the fib levels, but this is complete bear market. There's no kind of bullish reaction to support and resistance levels. In bear market, it is what you get. We are losing this major range on Shiba Inu, just losing support. Doesn't look like it wants to stop anytime soon. Let's take a look at what else. What have we got here? What have we got? Volume is going up, Andy, bullish. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Volume going up slightly in the immediate short term, but you could get a bullish reaction right there. We are hitting that 7, exactly the 7-8 there. Basically, it's the last Fibonacci. This is the thing. When you do have high volume, I might be exiting this trade. It's the last point of resistance. Volume's high. On this pump, volume was a little bit lower. Now you're getting a little bit of reaction. If you do get above the 7, 8, it's very likely you're going to hit that level and continue to the upside. It's still very possible that this is just going to be another lower high. This is why I did enter a small day trade right there, because you got top, and you are creating, you know, your lower highs right there. You got a bit of volume here. You just react. You're getting resistance from this major consolidation right there. So my take here would be rolling down again from current levels. But, and there's always a big but, you have the S&P 500 being a little bit bullish. It's been a little bit bullish right now. So yeah. Right, Luna, what's going on with Luna? I mean, all of these altcoins, guys, it's a little bit irrelevant right now. Maybe you will get some bullish reactions. Oh, yeah, I like Luna. There's something really interesting about Luna. Will this play out? Maybe yes, maybe not. But it's this accumulation cylinder that's had its cycle, and it's coming down to retest the very, very strong base, okay? My take on Luna, and this is on the 4-hourly chart, we'll be getting it's going to enter an accumulation zone right there. It might take weeks, it might take months, but I can see the 37, 38K level, 38K, I mean $39, $37, $39 being a potential ultimate low. Why? Because of this accumulation cylinder that happened. Once you have this accumulation cylinder right there and you have the market cycle, you usually consolidate at the top of the cylinder, okay? Jesse Livermore accumulation cylinder. I have seen this pattern play out a couple of times in crypto. One of them being on Ethereum, okay? It's really, I like to show the examples as well, because a lot of people might think, you know, what is this guy talking about with this, you know, pattern that's been drawn in the early 1900s from a guy that actually suicided himself. No joke. But yes, I've seen it play out many times. And what happens here on this, you know, 14th, 15th step here on the Jesse Livermore accumulation cylinder, you know, kind of cycle, you come in and accumulate again at that top of the cylinder. In this case, it would be 6 and 7 right there, which would be right over here. Okay, you can see that playing out right there. That would have been a nice bullish momentum here. And like I showed you, you know, this played out for Ethereum. And it was mentioned on the channel. I'm going to try and find that video, actually. I'm going to try and find that video. It won't be too hard to find out. But where was it? Right there. You got it right over here. I just want to show you the example, guys, because sometimes it looks, you know, it's crazy how, and it's a lot of people can't detect them on the chart, but you got it right over there, where you are creating slightly higher highs, slightly higher lows right there. That is an accumulation cylinder, and you got it right there on Ethereum. Okay, let me just zoom in right there, and let me just show you here with this box how you come to the top and the bottom bit of the support and resistance of the accumulation cylinder. And this is what I think potentially is happening to Luna, right? Where you do have that massive spike up here after the accumulation cylinder and come back down and retest the high and lows. And I think on Luna, somebody asking me what do I think is happening on Luna, that you might see this kind of event on Luna where you are going to, you know, come in and retest. You'll be trading in between potentially, you know, $50 and $37, $38 on Luna. You know, getting some kind of bounces at that range. Okay, if we go to the Luna chart, because Luna's an extreme bullish project, and you can see it right there. And at Ethereum, after having the accumulation cylinder cycle, it had an accumulation event right there, which was in July and August, June, July. It had a very bullish side effect, which could happen to Luna also. When, I do not know, April, May, June. Who knows? But I think, you know, a lot of bullish. It's one of the most bullish blockchain projects, and it could have that effect right there and enter in an accumulation zone in between $37 and $50. in my personal opinion. I've seen it before, just like what happened here on Ethereum. I will find out this video because a lot of people might think, oh, it is easy to draw it on the chart once it's happened, right? I will show you a video where we were talking about this accumulation ascending cylinder on Jetfoot, and you know, I will look at the video. I think it has to be in between, you know, the 28th of February and the 28th of March. You know, I was talking about this event right there, and it played out insanely well. It went absolutely ballistic. I will find that video for you guys and show it on live stream. Right, literally begging BAT, please. Right, let's go and take a look at BAT. Basic attention token here for one of my guys here in the community. Chili's also. I've taken a look at Bitcoin dominance already just about 20 minutes ago or so. Let me take a look at basic attention token. What is going on for basic attention token? Basic attention token, what have we got? It looks like this one had a beautiful reaction here in November. It pumped like crazy. From this kind of ascending triangle, right? You do have massive resistance here at 94 cents approximately. You are creating higher lows right there. So you got already 4 points of touch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating this kind of start of an ascending triangle, and it went absolutely ballistic once you broke resistance. Look how beautiful this, you know, bounced at this level. You got this major support and resistance zone, broke out, beautiful reaction right there, and you know, skyrocketed. Went a little bit too parabolic and a little bit too euphoric. I think some good news came out on basic attention token. Now, what is happening for basic attention token? It is extremely bearish. Reason why is because you broke down this major resistance, which is the 95 cent level. If we do come up and retest that range in the next coming days, it might be a shorting opportunity. Well, I mean, the volume is very, very low. No volume at all whatsoever. So, yeah, no bearish volume on this actually. So hang on a second, it might not look too bearish. I would become bullish as soon as it gets above that 95-94 cent range, right, successfully, because it's such a strong level that if you do get above it, it will be a very strong support. It's going to be heavy resistance right now, so maybe a short position is maybe a good thing. But I mean, the volume, there's no volume on this, so, and you got this big massive candle over here with huge volume. I mean, this is potentially what is defending this level. The very, very last bit of this candle with this, you know, huge volume is where we're getting that reaction. Maybe a double bottom here is going to be printed. Yeah, I would become bullish as soon as we get above this range. Okay, there would be very, very good longing opportunities if you do get above this 95 cent level. For now, it is below major resistance. Potential shorting opportunities is the best idea. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for this live stream. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website. If you want the best bonuses, you got Bybit, you got Prime XBT. I will be back tomorrow with the update, video update, also with live streams coming during the week. Make sure to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. 400 people watching. Let's see what happened here with the poll. We got, is this week going to be bearish? And we got 59% of people saying yes. There are slightly more people bearish than bullish. Thank you, guys. Follow all our socials. Join the Telegram group. I got my moderators. I'm active there sometimes. If you tag me, I will answer your questions and have a chat with you. Make sure to follow all our socials down below. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next one.